Welcome back to the Keeping It Real with KC podcast. I, of course, am your host, KC Phoenix, and here we are doing the new moon in Gemini reading. They said that the new moon is on the 19th. It's actually on the 20th. It starts on the 19th, but it's 100% in Gemini on the 20th, which is today, May 20th. Okay, so, of course, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it's not your story, don't try to make it fit. I'm just a person sitting here reading energy and tarot cards. You know your story better than I ever could. I've already pre-pulled the cards to expedite the reading, which is a good thing because there's a lot to cover. So, main message, a secret ship is coming in. Something hidden is going to come in, and I'm going to explain why. Also, another message at the heart of the matter, don't be reckless with your mouth. That is another thing that's coming through as well, where you may be dealing with something where you just really want to let it go and say stuff, and you can be direct, but maybe you want to temper the delivery is what you may want to do. Also, another message, don't drink from a false cup as well. That happened in the pre-shuffle. Because sometimes my cards literally move on their own, like I lay the card down and it moves. So that's what happened. One of the cards was spinning on its own, and then finally it stopped spinning, and then I was like, okay, fine, what is it? And it was the Nine of Cups reversed, which obviously Nine of Cups, water energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, wish fulfillment, you know the deal. So I was like, it's reversed. I was like, okay, well, if a wish isn't coming true, there has to be something better, or there's more to this. It just isn't, well, the Nine of Cups is reversed. Sure enough, as I'm continuing the shuffling with the pre-shuffle, then the Seven of Cups comes out. And for those who don't know, Seven of Cups can be confusion, but also it can be a lot of options. And that is also known as not everything that glitters is gold type of card. And Temperance came out too, which is about moderation. Sagittarius energy. So what that was telling me is that you will have all of these options coming in. I really feel like there's good energy happening here. And because of that good energy, the options will arrive. And you have to use your discernment to figure out what cups are good to drink from and what cups are not good to drink from. For some of you, there will be a situation where you thought it was your wish fulfillment until you find out what's in the cup. And then you're like, oh, I thought I wanted this. I thought I was drinking, apple juice. And I'm finding out I'm drinking water mixed with dirt. So it's one of those things where like you have to use your discernment. And then also pay attention to what you see too. So those messages were coming out. Health is still playing a role, which makes sense that people are, because it's been coming up in a lot of readings, and it makes sense because we're going into the summer, and obviously the summer body. So people are probably more health conscious right now, which is why the energy keeps on showing up in readings. So health came out too. So let's dig into this. I'm going to start with the bottom of the deck. Usually I save that for the end, but I'm going to do it at the beginning. So with the bottom of the deck on one of the tarot cards, I'm using two tarot decks, one custom tarot deck, and then one oracle deck. So for this one, the Chariot is at the bottom of this tarot deck. And with the Chariot, it is about moving forward. Chariot is known as a victory card. It's also known as a travel card too. This is Cancer energy. Some of you could be a Cancer, or you can have it in your chart. But Chariot is about moving forward no matter what the obstacle is. It's like you will get to your destination. You will get to your goal, come hell or high water. I was mentioning earlier that I feel the energy is very good for people. At the bottom of the deck in the second tarot deck is the Wheel of Fortune. And with the Wheel of Fortune, this is saying things are working out in your favor. Things are lining up. Do you notice like all of these cogs and everything for stuff to turn? Imagine if one was missing. Then it wouldn't turn. But right now, the energy is everything is lining up. There's one thing going on astrologically right now. I forgot. It's called the grand something where like all the planets are lining up. Really, really good, where if you're looking to manifest something, which by the way, Gemini is ruled by Mercury. which is magician energy. So just like Virgo's ruled by Mercury too. But this is a good time to manifest as well, especially since Mercury has gone direct now. It's wrapping up the last part of the post-retrograde, which will be around the 25th, 27th. But for the most part, Mercury is direct now. This is a really good time to manifest. Wheel of Fortune is here saying that luck is available. So keep that in mind too. All right. And then custom tarot card, but sort of like an oracle deck, which this deck I created is sayings, like sayings from philosophers, housewives, comedians, politicians, entrepreneurs, you name it, they're in this deck. It's like 80 cards. But on the bottom of the deck, it says, leisure is the mother of philosophy. Leisure is the mother of philosophy, and that is by Thomas Hobbes. And then, instead of the bottom of the deck, I'm using the top of the deck on this one. And this one is, because I just bought it, it's called Soul Truth, Self-Awareness Card Deck. And it says, what am I grateful for right now? What am I grateful for right now? One of the cards that came out in the pre-shuffle on my custom tarot deck was a quote from Oprah. It was something to the effect of, if you focus on what you don't have, you will always want more. If you focus on what you do have, you will always receive more, or something to that effect. So, yeah, but what are you grateful for right now? There may be amazing things happening in your life, which again, it wouldn't be surprised. And you have to be mindful of like, hey, I'm grateful for this or I'm grateful for that. Because not everyone is doing as well as you may be doing. Everything is up and down, up and down. Where you might be up one moment, another person might be down, then a few weeks or a few months later, you might be down for one moment and then that person might be up. That's just life. Now, going back to the reckless stuff, heart of the matter. This is a quote. He told me his name was Girth Brooks. He told me his name was Girth Brooks. And obviously he was talking about his manhood. And that is by Brianna Culberson from Real Housewives of Orange County. Again, you may, and it isn't just a thing of you saying things. You may find yourself in a situation where somebody says something like this. My name is Girth Brooks. Or something crazy like that. And you might be like, why are you saying this to me? So, yeah. Also, some of you will be elevated to have a platform where your voice is heard. One of the cards at the heart of the matter, it says, where am I called to use my voice right now? Where am I called to use my voice right now? And on the back of it, it says, you have a soul script that was written to be spoken. Your story matters, and it's time for you to share it with the world. Today's soul action. Share your story with at least one person today. Be brave and speak your truth. Your voice will be the catalyst for healing others. Again, where am I called to use my voice right now? At the heart of the matter. Now, going into the tarot cards. These two cards came out together. I was looking for just one, but they came out together and it makes sense. It's the Four of Wands and the Page of Wands. And Four of Wands is about stability. It's about upgrading. It is about the home. I feel a strong energy with all of this. Some of you are becoming first-time home buyers. Some of you may be migrating to like another home or something like that. But honestly, the energy I'm getting is first-time home buyer. Somebody is looking for a home. Because if you notice with this Page of Wands right here, and this is fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You notice how they have their little magnifying glass, like they're looking for something, like they're a detective. Some of you are looking for a new home. One of the reasons some of you might be looking for a new home because of this Page of Wands is because you have a child on the way. And some of you might have just found out that you were pregnant and didn't know about it. And we'll go into why I feel that's the case too for one of the timelines, but it doesn't have to be that. Again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But strong first-time home buyer energy I'm getting from this. Some of you are getting married and moving into a new home. The Hierophant came out as the other card from the other tarot deck. With the Hierophant, it is about commitment. It is about institutions. It can also be about faith. And it can be about leadership too. Some of you might be moving into a home that's provided by the church. If you're into spirituality, and let's say that you become a pastor or a preacher or priest or whatever, your living arrangement may be that the church or whatever it is that you lead, they provide that for you. I remember many years ago when I used to attend church regularly as a child, and the church was at the location, but also the pastor's house was literally right next to the church. And when I mean literally right next to the church, you could take literally 5 steps from the church and you would be at the pastor's house. That is how close it was. So there may be an arrangement like that as well. Now, the secret ship coming in, which is the title of this. The High Priestess is one of the surrounding things of the heart of the matter. High Priestess is Pisces energy. This can be about hidden knowledge, hidden words. Also leadership as well, because the High Priestess is the female equivalent of the Hierophant. So it can be about leadership too. Also, it can be about duality as well. High Priestess can be about duality. But if you notice how she has this curtain here, how the curtain could be closed at any time, hiding something. You see that ship right there? And mind you, this isn't like a ship deck. This is the Mystical Moments Tarot deck. There's all types of stuff in this deck. But for this particular reading, another card in the surrounding matter is the 3 of Wands. Totally different energies. One is water energy, one is fire energy. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But if you look right there, what is she holding in her hand? A ship. Usually 3 of Wands means your ships are coming in based off of actions that you've taken in the past. So you have a ship in the High Priestess card, and you have someone in the 3 of Wands holding a ship, and they're confident. See how confident she is holding that ship with her hand on her waist? Like, this is my ship. Look at that. High Priestess has a ship that was hidden. 3 of Wands, the ship's coming in, and she's holding a ship. There's a secret ship coming in. I'm going back to this Wheel of Fortune energy. Everything is lining up. Now, this secret ship is going to bring heavy stability. Going back to the 4 of Wands and the Page of Wands. And don't forget, 4 of Wands plus Page of Wands plus 3 of Wands equals 8 of Wands, which is fast-moving communication. Also, another travel card is what that is. So, again, this is something, some type of secret ship that's coming in where it's unexpected. It will bring in a lot of stability, and I feel it's financial. There aren't a lot of pentacles on this table, but one of the cards that came out, one of the quotes surrounding energy, I'm trying to do this so you can see it. It's by Nene Leakes. And it's when she said, "I'm very rich, bitch." When she was talking to Sheree. Nene Leakes was saying, "I'm very rich." Some of you, remember when I was saying just a moment ago, don't be reckless with your mouth. For those of you who are getting this upgrade, who are getting, just take the card. Who are up, guess what's under the Wheel of Fortune? The Magician, and then under the Magician is the 10 of Cups. Come on through. I told you this is a good time to manifest. There is definitely a pregnancy happening, and somebody is definitely moving because they're starting a family. Period. That's not the reason for everybody, but somebody's definitely moving because they're starting a family. For others of you, you're moving because you came into this good fortune. And you're like, you know what? It's time for an upgrade. Try do your best not to be in this energy, as tempting as it may be, in the I'm very rich bitch energy. Just because you receive this upgrade and you're doing really well doesn't mean you have to use it as a weapon when defending yourself if you're being attacked. Actually, in some situations, you don't even have to defend yourself because you're very rich. If you're very rich, it's on a whole nother level. Not everything needs to be addressed. Just saying. But we all have free will. You can do what you want to do. Now, for another surrounding card on the heart of the matter is the Queen of Pentacles, going back to very rich. The Queen is good. If as you see this Queen here, she's chilling. She's confident. She's posed. She's ready to make things happen. And again, it doesn't matter if you're male or female. There is no gender in tarot, only energy. It's the Queen. So with this, I see a lot of confidence is what I see. And I believe that confidence might disturb some people, but that's their issue, not your issue. All right. Another surrounding card for the heart of the matter. Am I in my head or in my heart? Am I in my head or in my heart? And on the back it says, what is the quality of your self-talk? Our brain is like a muscle. If we condition it daily, the fears and limitations will take over. Mastering our thoughts is about being the creator of our own life. When your head meets your heart, where your head meets your heart is where the miracles happen. Today's soul action. Today, master your mind. Watch an inspiring video. Do some tapping. Read an empowering book. Or write out all the reasons why you believe in yourself and your dreams. So mastering your thoughts plays a big role. In other words, the easier it is for you to have control of your thoughts, the easier it is for you to manifest. Don't forget, magician is Mercury energy. Mercury deals with what? Thoughts and communication, as well as other things, but that Mercury, that's what it is with Mercury and sword energy, thoughts and communication. All right. And then one of the other cards surrounding heart of the matter. This seems to be by a comedian. It says, if you think dogs can't count, try putting 3 dog biscuits in your pocket and then giving Fido only 2 of them. And that is by Phil Pastoret. It's a little bit difficult with the lighting, but you get the idea. So, yeah, this energy here, some of you might have a dog or have animals, but what I'm getting from this also is that someone might be trying to tell you 2 + 2 = 5 when you know it equals 4. Or either you're looking at something like is 2 + 2 = 5, which means it's not adding up. And they're trying to tell you that it's 2 + 2 = 4. So, yeah. I see you watching things very carefully. Also, I see negotiation happening too, which might be with this home. Maybe they're telling you, oh no, the home's worth $250,000, and you're like, who said that? The last 3 homes sold in this area sold for $200,000, so why are you saying $250,000? So it may be something like that. Doesn't have to be, but you know, I see some type of negotiation. Whether it's with home, whether it's with pay for job or something. Some type of negotiation. And then Knight of Wands is another surrounding card as well. Knight of Wands is passionate energy. It's good energy to have for traveling. It's a good time. It may not always be as consistent as it needs to be, but it's very passionate. And you can get caught up. For some of you, if you're in this new money, let's say you've never had a large amount of money before, do your best not to get caught up because you don't want it to burn out quickly. And then finally, with this, the other card is, where am I with my health goals? Where do I want to be? Why am I not there? What will it take for me to feel well? And on the back of the card, it says, if my body could talk, it would say blank. So one of you, or maybe all of you, might want to fill that in. If my body could talk, it would say blank. And then it says, today's soul action. Fill your body with what it needs to feel nourished. I said feed your body with what it needs to feel nourished. Appreciated and loved. Make some new exciting goals to take your health to the next level. Again, feed your body what it needs to feel nourished, appreciated, and loved. Make some new exciting goals to take your health to the next level. Like I said, a lot of people are very health focused right now, and easily attainable in the sense of, if you give it your all and you put your heart into it and you stay consistent, you will see results. It's just, you're going to have to. You will see results. So, and now, let me be clear. I'm not saying you're about to lose 25 pounds in 1 week. We're not saying all of that. What I am saying is that if you are consistent over time, you will see a difference when it comes to that. And also, some of you aren't looking to lose weight. You're looking to gain weight, especially in your thighs. To each his own. So, yeah. But that's what I have for you. A secret ship is coming in. And when it does, just remember, confidence is good. Nastiness is not. It's great when you're in this good energy. Don't use it as a weapon to attack people who may not be in the same energy. And don't use it as a weapon when you feel you're being attacked. So, yeah, that is your message. KIRWKC.com, main podcasting platform. To everyone, thank you so much. I've been seeing people subscribing to the podcast on Spotify as well. Thank you for subscribing to that. I appreciate it. Also, love readings are coming. I'm working on them this weekend, either today, Saturday, or tomorrow. But more than likely, I will start uploading them, at least 1 or 2 on Sunday. And then I'll start uploading the rest of the love readings for June throughout the week. All right, so until next time, be blessed.